Hey there, my name's Natasha Roberson. Welcome to Mentor Monday. And as we begin this month of April, I am so excited about this month's theme topic of marketing. And here's the deal. Marketing is so important, and it truly is what drives your leads to you and drives your sales up, right? So marketing is so critical, but there's so many components to marketing. But today, what I want to talk to you mostly about is email marketing. And I know you're probably like, oh my gosh, email marketing, it's so old school. No, it is the only marketing that hasn't ever died. But a lot of people just didn't do it. They kind of skirted onto other things. They're like, ooh, this shiny object, social media and all that. But here's the deal, you guys, like social media is awesome. It's incredible marketing. I'm not telling you not to be there, but you are missing the boat with a lot of opportunity when it comes to email marketing. So think about your social media, right? I just want to give you just quick statistics. Your social media, say you have 1,000 followers, possibly 10% of them is actually going to see your post that you do. That's 100 people. Now, if you did that same email, the same caption, the same video, the same image, and you emailed it to those same 1,000 people that opted in to get your stuff, your open rate's probably going to be around, at low, 35%. That's 350 versus 100. And at high could be in the 80 percentile, right? That's huge, you guys. Like, do you see why you need to actually think about starting email marketing? So I want to welcome you to this training. And I just want to say thank you for being here, being part of our community, and supporting each and every single one of the entrepreneurs that are here. We are all on the same journey to take our message, our service, our expertise, and impact the world. So thank you so much again. And like I said, this topic's going to be about email marketing. So email marketing in today's age is truly about having effectiveness in reaching and engaging with your customers, your subscribers, the people who say, yes, I want more value from you. Yes, I love what you put out there. I love learning from you. I love growing and hearing from you and being part of your following, your list. And those are the people we want to continue to nurture, to continue to put value and pour into them, right? The more you give, the more that comes back to you in return, right? So I want to share with you how cost effective. A lot of people are like, oh gosh, I got to be subscribed to something. I have to pay a monthly fee. I have to the other. Yeah, absolutely. But what is it costing you not being in an email marketing platform? What? Can you talk to your dad? I'm doing a video. Thank you. Sorry. That's being a mom when, they ask mom everything and not their dad who is right there. So I apologize for that. Okay. So it is extremely cost effective. And here's why. When you look at the opportunities you're missing out on versus what it actually costs you, the investment of that platform and sending emails is so small compared to the return if you commit to email marketing. It also allows you to be a small business to a massive business. It does not discriminate between how little or how big your business is. Doesn't discriminate. You can use it when you're just getting started. I highly encourage you to do that. You can use it as you are already a massive business. It's a great way to have relationship building. This is where we get to nurture relationships with customers. This is where we get to nurture relationships with our subscribers. This is where we get to provide customized, personalized communication and value-driven content. Because we know at minimum 35% is going to see it. High end, 80+%, right? So with that, how many of you are like, man, I need to do this. I need to get into this. So here's the other thing and why I love email marketing, because it's direct communication. I don't have to, if I have 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers, in order for me to get my message directly to them on Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to have to direct message every single one of them. Do you think, number one, I'm not going to be able to do that because they're going to shut me down. They're going to like limit my account for X amount because it would be like I copy paste. Like there's no way I could physically be able to do it. And the platform won't allow you to do that anyways. So you can get direct communication to every single person that says, I want more information from you. I want to opt into what you have to bring to the table. And it allows you to deliver messages directly to their inbox. You don't have to rely on third-party algorithms to get it to them, right? We don't have to rely on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok's algorithm to say, oh, let me share it to the people. We don't have to rely on that. We get to go directly to them in their inbox. And if you have the right subject line and you can continuously provide value without spamming them, your open rate is going to soar. Your open rate is going to continue to grow. Okay. So let's talk about the basics of email marketing. So first and foremost, you must build your list, which means you must have maybe a freebie, an ebook, a checklist, a recipe, a quick exercise, something that they're going to want. Like, oh, I really want that. And they're willing to give their first name, last name, maybe, and their email, at least their first name and email, right? You want that data. In return, you're giving them something for free. Easy, right? Okay. So think about your niche. Think about your followers. Why are they following you? What is a free piece that you could provide them if they opted into your email list? We're not going to talk about building that opt-in and that lead magnet. We're not going to talk about that today, but this is the basics. Now, the second piece to your basic email concepts is crafting a compelling subject line, right? I want to stress the importance of subject lines. They want to be enticing, right? You want the person to open it. So here's something I do every single day. We all get emails in our inbox, right? So I look at my emails every single day. If the subject line grabs my attention, I put it in a folder that's just like attention grabbing emails. I use other people's subject lines as my research on what grabbed my attention. What is a subject line that I might be able to adjust for my followers, for my topic, that could also grab their attention with the same way? Okay. You want to provide tips in your subject lines. I am always like, my tips for you is make it personalized. If it says, Natasha, don't miss this, I'm going to click it versus don't miss this, right? When they personalize it, when they put my name in it, for some reason, I'm like, I have to open it, right? Because it's addressed to me, right? So you want to create some urgency in some of your subject lines. You want to provide some curiosity. You want to truly just capture their attention. Right. And then the third thing is designing that engaging content. So, it's building that list, it's getting that subject line, and then it's what is the engaging content? You want to really make it visually appealing. Here's the deal. If you send me a long email and it's all clumped together and there's no spaces, it is extremely difficult for my eyes to actually read through that easily on my mobile device. So you want it to be easy for the eye. You want it to be spaced out enough that you can I can bite size take this in. And you want it to be relevant content to the person you're sending it to, right? So you don't want to send health and wellness content to somebody who asked you about 401ks. It's not the same, right? You want it to be relevant to your content list, like your subscriber list. You want to include some images, maybe some videos, and just really well-crafted copy to engage your subscribers, to keep them reading, to go, this is what I need. This is awesome. I'm going to use this. I'm going to put this into action today, right? So as you're writing it, you want to think to yourself, is this providing them with something to enhance their life? Is it something, a tip, a trick, a recipe, just did you know, right? Some education, some entertainment. Those are all things that you can put in there to make engaging content. And I really want to emphasize the importance of providing value. If you are not providing value, people will unsubscribe. If all you're doing is spamming them and sending them promotions, and that's the only time they hear from you, they are gonna stop opening and they're gonna unsubscribe. They're probably gonna report you as spam. So you want to provide education. You want to provide promotions and exclusive offers. But more importantly, as I look at how I send emails out to people, I think about the customer, the subscriber's journey. When they opt in, I'm going to give them what they opted in for, right? Their freebie, their thank you for opting in. Then what is the subscriber's journey I want them to go on? What is the value I want to provide? How often do I want to touch base with them? Right? Maybe it's once a month. They signed up for a newsletter. Well, they're expecting a newsletter. If you said, I sign up for my monthly newsletter, well, they're expecting to hear from you at least once a month. Maybe you have a weekly newsletter. Maybe you have a monthly newsletter, but you have weekly tips within that same category. What is that plan for that subscriber? Map it out and create it, because when you have a system that allows you to schedule out all of your emails to your subscribers, right? You can create an automated workflow saying, once they say this, it goes this, then in 7 days, I send this, and then in 8 days, I send this, and then in 4 days, I send this. You can create that automations. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to cover that today, but you see where I'm going with this. When you know the subscriber's journey, you can build that automated follow-up. It's amazing, right? So what are some ways that you can get started? Choosing the right software or platform. Obviously, we love the Self-Made Hub. That's why we created it, for solving our problems of having an all-in-one platform that doesn't limit us, that doesn't have, you got to pay. Before I was in Constant Contact, that's where I was. And with my email list of 17,000 emails at the time, 17,000 emails, whether I sent them an email or not, I was paying $350 a month just to have that many contacts in a service. Well, here at the Self-Made Hub, we don't charge you for how many contacts you have. You can have unlimited contacts. We don't charge you a single extra for any. However, you can have 100,000 contacts. We're not going to charge you extra. You get charged per email that is sent out. That's it. So it's great. You want to look at different email. You want to obviously find what works best for you and what's going to fit into where you are in business and where you want to go. You want a platform to be able to grow with you, because I've also been in the spot where I've had this email and then this for my funnels. Well, they didn't work together. They didn't grow with my business scaling. And I had to take everything I had and move it into a new platform. And that's, again, a reason why we built the Self-Made Hub, is because we had these pain points and we wanted a solution, not only for us, but for everybody that is exactly like us, right? Wanting to scale and digitize our businesses. So there are many things out there. There's Constant Contact, there's MailChimp, there's ConvertKit, there's all kinds of features, there's all kinds of plans, there's all kinds of like interfaces, there's all kinds of stuff out there. Obviously we are biased. We love the hub, and for the low price that we have, it's absolutely incredible. But you also want to, really think about the actual functionality of your email provider, right? Your platform that you choose. Having simple emails go out is great, but also having the ability for a simple template builder. So you can have your logo, you can insert some videos, and you can make it look a little bit more fancier than just the typical email. But also on that note, it's like when you're thinking about sending out a newsletter, you don't want it just to be an email. You actually want it to look like a newsletter, right? With sections, headings, and all this cool stuff. So make sure that whatever platform you choose, that it has the functionality of what you're looking for. And it also allows you to have automation. When somebody opts into this opt-in page, this funnel, this kicks off. Most email platforms don't have that. You must have a or you have to connect it. Okay. Then you got to use these apps, and I'm not going to talk about that. It just gets complicated. And that's, again, why we chose to build the Self-Made Hub, because everything's in one place and all connects, and you don't have to zap anything. It all just like, boop, done. So you want to be able to, when somebody opts in, it triggers this workflow that gives them this email, this SMS, this email, in 7 days, this email, right? You want to have a platform that actually gives you that. You want it to have a place where you can have the opt-in, the capturing those emails, and like I said, designing those templates and scheduling your emails out. I used to have multiple platforms that I had to figure out how to get connected to do those things. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And I was spending money on every single platform. At the time, before I started here at the hub, I was spending almost $600 a month on my email, my funnels, my SMS, my forms, my social media schedule, like name it all. I was spending right under $600 a month just to run my business in the digital space. Here, it's $117. That's saving a lot of money. And I'm able to do it so much more effectively and efficiently. So, and then finally, before, I conclude this is, setting up an email campaign. When you think about an email campaign, you want to think these are the pieces, right? And we've covered them, but I want to walk through it real quick. Where are they opting in, right? Where is the form that says name, email, submit? Are you building that on a landing page funnel? Is it just a simple form, right? Or is it text giveaway, text freebie to this number, and then it automatically does it, right? What's that starting point? Is it a form? Is it an SMS response? What is it that they're going to opt into? What is it going to give them, right? What is the purpose of that opt-in? What are you giving them? What's the value you're providing? Create that. So that's step 2. Step 3 is designing those email templates that you're going to send out once they opt in. What's the first email that goes out? What's the second one? How much time in between that first and second one? What's the third one? How much time in between that? What's your wait period in there? And then obviously that's going to be scheduling your emails so that when they opt in, it triggers this workflow and then bam, they follow the automation. That is the power of email marketing. And I'm telling you, if you are not collecting emails, you're not building a list, your list is your future sales. You want to be constantly focused on building your list because you're always focused on the goals of building your business. We always focus on the build of our business, but we never actually focus on what gets us those sales. It's your list. And if you say my list is on social media, what happens again when Facebook decides to shut down for 5 hours and you can't talk to anybody and you can't build your business for those 5 hours? Well, in that 5 hours when Facebook shut down, I was able to send out an email. I was able to get 7 sales while Facebook was not functioning. Email got me 7 new sales within that time period. Okay. So I don't know how much more I can tell you. Email is so important. Email is another way of marketing. It's not the only way. It is another way, and it should be included in your marketing plan. Social media, email, and SMS should be your marketing plan. You should have a plan for each platform so that you are driving value out and getting data in return. And data is their name, their email, their phone number. So you can target market those people, you can nurture those relationships, and you can personalize your communication. And that, my friend, is how you increase your impact to increase your income.